Cindy, and I thank you for having me come visit your congregation today. I've been asked to share my testimony, and I just want to know we all serve an awesome God. Mm. You know, a lot of times, like they say, tomorrow's not promised to you. And recently, I had went to the Orient to visit. I'd never been there before. And many times people are afraid to travel. One thing we do, and I ask other people to do, is pray when I do travel, because the thing is, that is where our protection lies. Some people are afraid to fly. Some people are afraid to just go out of the country or go by cruise. Actually, that's what I did. Went for 19 days, going forth, trusting in God for my protection, and my husband and those that went with me. Now, we did all that in 19 days, had a wonderful time getting to see, only to come back here. I live on Staten Island, only to come back here that on the New Jersey Turnpike, we were involved with a horrific accident. Still knowing that people's prayers were there for me. Actually, what happened was sometimes when God tugs at your heart and says to you, get off, he tugged at my husband's heart, and he was tired from the trip, and my husband was driving, and he tugged at his heart, get off exit 10. And I said to my husband, because I felt the swerve, I said, get off exit 10. Let's rest for a little while and then go on. Now, so what happened was after then, I felt this tugging and the swerving. We were in the car, and at that point, I have to say, I thought I was going home to be with the Lord. I saw the side of the embankment. Our car was turning. And then he jerked the car back to try to steady it. And in front of me was the pole, the lamp post on the New Jersey Turnpike. We're traveling anywhere from 60 to 65 miles an hour, and that pole was we actually crashed into the pole. And I happened to be there. And you know what's so beautiful, though? At that moment, I was at peace. My thing was saying, Lord, is this how I'm coming home? But then in that very next instant, I felt the jerking of being pulled back. And I would have to say, yes, the airbags deployed. Yes, the seatbelt harnessed me in. But it was the prayers of those and trusting God with our lives. There are videos and pictures of the car that I want to show you. But I have to say, we came out of that car unscathed. Just like when there was Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, there was the fourth person in that fire. There was no smoke when they came out, not a singe on them. We walked out of that car unscathed. When the policemen came, when the tow truck came, and they saw and asked us, do you need an ambulance? Do you need to go to the hospital? We said, no, there's nothing wrong. We don't need to go. When the insurance company saw the car totaled, and you'll see from the images, they couldn't believe by the report and looking at the photos. You walked away. You walked out there. The doctor couldn't believe it. And it's only because our faith and our trust in Almighty God that He said to me, that is why. And there's work to be done. That's why your life was spared. A little bit before that, we had a dear friend who passed away. And on his card, it said on there, your work is not done. Do not stand idly by. And that's why I know why I'm still here today. In Jesus' name.